Now, back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Back on the Big Dumb Fun Show, we are live and online at BigDumbFunShow.com. Friend, fan, follow us on Facebook, MySpace, YouTube, Twitter, Electable, Reverb Nation, Google+, Tumblr, and the Instagram. That's right.
In studio with Todd Sheets, guest hosting for a little while tonight. He is the filmmaker behind House of Forbidden Secrets, which will be debuted at the Alamo Drafthouse this Friday night. What time?
It's going to be at 7 p.m.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Do you know what the theater can hold right now? And are you afraid that you're going to have to turn folks away?
It could get there. It could get there.
Are they going to let you have another showing if it does that?
I don't know. We haven't got that far yet.
You're going to meet with them tonight and talk about that, though,
We are.
right?
We're going in there tonight to talk about all that stuff.
Alamo Drafthouse here on off Main Street in Kansas City, Missouri. It used to be the Main Street AMC.
Before that, it was the Empire, my favorite theater in town.
It was the. I wasn't even familiar with what it was.
Yeah,
before it was AMC Main Street.
It was the indoor drive-in. I called it before I knew that they were called Grindhouses. I called it the indoor drive-in because that's where I saw many of the movies that inspired House of Forbidden Secrets.
All that just comes full circle.
Full circle, buddy.
Alamo's got a good thing going though, and the fact that you were able to partner up with them is really great.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job for us, and it's really nice.
Tell me about House of Forbidden Secrets, though. What's it about?
Well, the thing about House of Forbidden Secrets is it's a modern horror film that kind of feels like a classic horror film because we've gone kind of old school on a lot of it. What I want to do is bring back the vibe of the movies that I just mentioned that I loved seeing, like the Fulci movies, the Italian horror films of the late 70s throughout the 80s there. We had a lot of Italian horror films coming to America like Zombie and The Beyond, also known as Seven Doors of Death, The Gates of Hell. These all played at the Empire Theater, which is pretty cool because now our movie's playing there and we have the same, like the guy that did the soundtrack for those movies is also doing the soundtrack for our movie.
Yeah, tell us about Fabio.
Fabio Frizzi. He's a maestro.
I didn't recognize
the name.
Amazing.
Yeah, and
where would I have heard some of his stuff?
If you've seen any of those movies, you've heard his stuff. He also did a lot of Italian westerns. He's just a man. He's done so much great work.
Like the Clint Eastwood spaghetti westerns.
Yeah, he did stuff like that. Now they weren't Clint Eastwood ones. They were like the later stuff, like the Django kind of stuff. Things like that. It was a lot of fun.
So how old is this guy?
He's about 26, I think.
No,
yeah.
I was going to say, so
126.
Is he still working on like the old school equipment or whatever?
No, he's amazing, man. This guy is amazing. He's doing a tour over in Europe right now. He just did sold out performances all over London and Germany and places, and he's pretty amazing. He's an amazing man. He's a man with an amazing amount of talent, and also he did such an amazing job with the soundtrack for House of Forbidden Secrets. Also on that soundtrack is Toshiyuki Hirakawa. I think it's how you say it, but exactly. Toshi's a Japanese, an amazing Japanese composer, and he also did work on the soundtrack. And so we really are going for this vibe, and it's something that I love. It's something that's in my heart.
Recognize some of his work from, say,
Toshi's stuff?
Yeah.
Oh hell, there's a whole bunch. No, Toshi does a lot of the horror stuff that comes out of Japan. So he's done a lot of that stuff. He also did Mad Cowgirl, which was an American film that won a lot of awards. Speaking of awards, House of Forbidden Secrets won 6 awards in Las Vegas.
What? It hasn't even been released yet!
October, buddy. We did a film festival there called the Polygrind Film Festival, which is kind of dedicated to horror and grindhouse kind of stuff, and we walked out of there with 6 awards.
That is awesome.
Including Best Brothel.
Well, that it would have been.
It's your fault we weren't there.
That's right. It would have been the best brothel had Gnurk been able to be there.
If Gnurk was able to be there, just to be a part of that brothel experience,
it would have been great. Yeah.
Now we were talking about there is a brothel scene, or is it now? What kind of what are we talking here? What is this?
The building was formerly a brothel.
Yeah.
And so when we go back in time and find out what's going on,
nice.
We get to
Is this flashback or are you actually time traveling?
Both.
Oh, snap.
That's what's cool.
All right.
Messing with the audience a little bit in this movie.
Okay.
Yeah, having a little fun with them. And taking them on a journey. And from the first frame of the film to the last frame, I guarantee you this is one of the biggest compliments we've gotten. You don't know what the heck's coming. You have no idea where it's going because we go into so many. You think you know what the movie's doing.
Is it
and
just
then
going to confuse the hell out of you though if you're kind of a layman when it comes to the horror? Because I'm not really a horror film kind of guy. Because one, it scare me, but two, it's just not my. I'm more of in the. That's enough of that. But
his mustache scared everyone.
Come on.
He looks in the mirror and scares himself with that mustache.
But am I going to be able to follow along?
Oh,
Some idiot like me going to be able to watch that?
It's easy to follow. It's not like Jacob's Ladder where you're like, oh, it's not that bad.
What's going on here?
We basically tried to make it, easy to follow for people who aren't huge horror fans, but also for people who do love horror. We've got a ton of like in jokes and things in there for them too.
There's some heavy hitters in this too. Some recognizable names from horror movies past.
Oh yeah, we got Lou Temple, of course, from The Walking Dead.
That's awesome. Yeah,
he's the man, and people just saw him in Lone Ranger recently.
Yeah,
but one of the things I liked him in was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The beginning, he played the sheriff in that.
The remake?
Yeah.
Well, that's right.
They did the beginning. They did that before the kind of thing. It was pretty cool. It was after. It was kind of a prequel thing.
Okay, gotcha. Now, but that wasn't recently released.
It was recently.
Okay, that's right. Okay, so it's a prequel, but it came out just a few years back.
Right. Yeah.
And he was at the Crypticon not too long
ago.
He
was. Yeah, he was here hanging out and eating Gates with us at the Gates Barbecue, which was great. George Hardy from Troll 2, one of the great bad movies of our time, is in the movie. Lloyd Kaufman from, of course, Troma films like Toxic Avenger, Class of Nukem High.
Yeah, we spoke with Lloyd before, right?
Lloyd's a good guy. He's a great guy.
And Nicole
Santarella. She's an amazing actress. Brad Westmar's in it, who you all know very well.
Is this Brad's first acting gig?
I think he's done some other stuff like stage stuff, but he'd never done a film. So this was pretty exciting.
I think he did play Peter Pan once in college.
That was only in your dreams.
Oh, that was. That's right. I was just like, I got to see this guy in tights.
And I understand because Brad's kind of got the thing going on.
He does got it going on.
He's got that appeal for the ladies.
He does. The ladies love Brad Westmar.
That's right.
What else you got?
And Ari Lehman, Jason, is in the movie. And of course, Alan Kaiser, one of my favorite actors, Night of the Creeps. One of my favorite movies, and also he was Bubba on Mama's Family, which is pretty cool. But he was also in this great movie called Hot Chili, which is a fantastic drive-in movie that if you haven't seen, you'll have to hunt down.
How much are tickets?
Tickets are $10. Everyone needs to come down to the Alamo Drafthouse, check it out. We're going to do the best we can to accommodate everybody.
Is it one of those things you can purchase a copy right then and there? Do you already have it pressed?
We're not doing that because what we learned was if you release it, on DVD and Blu-ray, a lot of film festivals kind of X's you out of that, and we've got a ton of festivals.
Because they want to really show something to their audience that you haven't been able to see before.
Because right after this, it's the next festivals we've got lined up. We've got like South Africa. We're doing the South Africa Horror Festival.
Are you actually going to South Africa?
No. I'm going to pass on the flight. However, the movie will be taking the flight. So
trust me, the movie's playing. How do you even know?
Oh, I know.
They just tell you?
They'll be sending us the results, or maybe we can even watch.
I guess if they send you some big South African trophy, you'll know. Hey, we did pretty good in South Africa.
Yeah.
What other film
Trucking
festivals?
Heads, whatever they send.
Yeah, there you go.
We're going to be doing the Omaha Film Festival up there.
Are you going to truck all the way to Omaha?
I will, yes.
Okay, so Omaha gets you.
Yeah,
South Africa they need to put up some bucks there to get you to fly out there. Okay.
Maybe by Skype.
We're going to be doing some stuff in London, too, and it's a lot going on.
How long does a film
run
this
Friday at the Alamo Drafthouse. What time?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
All right, $10 at the door. Stop by. The theater can hold to 100 or so.
HouseOfForbiddenSecrets.com.
Very much. Thank you so much for stopping by and helping us guest host tonight. Todd Sheets.
Thank you.
On the Big Dumb Fun Show.